Alright, so on this fine May day, I've got some time to kill, and I wanted to point out a couple of things around the 15,000 mile marker on this Volvo that I don't like, and there's a lot to like about it. I'm not getting rid of it, don't get me wrong, I love this car, but just a couple of little things that you might want to take into consideration. So one thing I don't like, let's open it up, open the back here, is that this cover does not come with the vehicle. At least at my dealer it didn't. The cover you have to purchase separately. And so that's not necessarily the bad part about this, is I purchased it separately, but when you go to retract this, you can see that those two seat belts get in the way. So it's difficult for it to retract correctly. So you kind of have to do that. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer to have to do that. And so same thing when you're bringing it back. You know, you've got to maneuver around those and move those two seat belts out of the way to put it in place. So one thing I don't like. The other thing I don't like is that this is supposed to be if you have your key in your pocket, this is supposed to be a foot one. And so if you do your foot here, it's supposed to open every time. It very rarely does. So there it just did. Kind of stopped because I was in the way. But let's check it out again. It's really difficult to get it to work. So one thing there it goes, finally. So if you had bags of groceries or something like that, that's how you'd open it. So a couple things. The last thing I don't really like is that upon startup in the vehicle, if you have Pandora and you're using it through the app over here itself, then it takes a long time for Pandora, if you're using it again through the connection, the Volvo connection itself, it takes a long time to load up. And so that's one thing I don't like. If you're using Pandora through your Bluetooth, it's much faster. So that's another thing. So about 45 seconds or so, maybe sometimes a little longer, for Pandora to pop up and actually start playing music after you start the car up. So that's the last thing I don't like, and we're at 13,679 miles, so about 15,000 miles. But other than that, if you can tolerate those things, I haven't found a problem. Had one minor warranty issue come up that I had to do, which involved the fuel tank, and they fixed that right away for me at the dealership, and they also actually changed the brakes and the rotors for free under warranty. So that was pretty cool. But heads-up display works great. As you can see, it doesn't blink in real life like that. That's just because of the camera. But other than that, there's so many options on here and so many adjustments that you can make that it kind of boggles the mind, to be honest. There's so many things you can do with it. So there you have it, just a little quick update. Again, just about things I don't like, but it's certainly not negative enough for me not to still keep this car. All right, take care.